Hi guys, my name is Joseph, and today I'm going to be reviewing a rain jacket that I've been using quite extensively in my outdoor adventure program at Fleming College. Now, I bought this jacket at the Columbia outlet store, or factory store at the Toronto Premium Outlets. I bought it at a discount, but online it retails at around $230 Canadian. Now, this jacket is Columbia's newer style of waterproof jacket. It's the men's out dry reversible jacket, so it's got this side here and also an inside, so it's got two sides to it, one slightly more waterproof than the other, but this was a good selling feature for me. I found it to be quite versatile out on trips that I've been on. Now, the main purpose of this jacket is to obviously keep you dry, so I'll talk about that a little bit. In heavy rainfall, you'd obviously want this side out, not this one. This one will absorb a bit more water, so you want this side out. It is more of like an older style rain jacket material, like a rubber. It doesn't, it's not like Gore-Tex, so it won't have like a DWR coating or anything like that on it that can wear out over time. So that is a main selling point, that it holds its waterproofness. It is slightly less appealing though, I find. It's a little shiny, there's some sheen to it, and I know a lot of people in my program kind of make fun of me a little bit about that. I'm always looking pretty shiny out there, especially when it's wet. So I tend to wear it in this style a lot more. It's a lot sleeker, a lot nicer fabric on the outside. Now, it does have a waterproof plastic toothed zipper. It's fully waterproof on both sides because it's reversible. And I found at the beginning, when I was first using the jacket, it was a little stiff, but it's gotten a lot smoother now. The zipper over time has just gotten a lot nicer to use, and it's fully waterproof, keeps you nice and dry, and it's quite smooth. It also has these waterproof zip pockets here as well, and I've had my phone in there many times. No issues there. It is fully waterproof, I can confirm. And this hood is a decent hood. It's got these draw straps here that can, you can pull them tight and really cinch it around your face, and so that's a good side. I found it to maybe hang a little low, but for the most part, it's decent. Now, I guess it is good to have this kind of flexibility to it, but I find it's a little ridiculous to, if you really tighten it up all the way, it can be a little lights out for you. But maybe if you had like a hat, and the brim of the hat would help keep this out of your eyes. But it's good. You can really crank it down, and minimal visibility, but it's pretty good. Now, it's also got elastics around the wrist to help keep water out. Obviously, you'd always have them down, but maybe with a pair of gloves or something like that, you can reduce the water getting in if you have your hands up. So I did find that to be a little bit of an issue, that there is quite a gap here, so that's something to look out for. And then there's also no adjustable elastic around the waist. The waistline hangs loose, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Water will just drip down you, but I found it can be a good thing because you're letting your perspiration out like that, and the condensation will just evaporate out of you, won't hold it in. Now, I've been typically using this jacket as a shell, for breaking the wind and obviously water, in a 3-layer system typically. Like, I'll have my base layer, like a thermal, and then like a mid layer for a fleece or maybe a cotton hoodie or something if I'm just on a day hike. But on like an actual hiking trip, my fleece, and then this guy on top. And I found it to be pretty effective as that, just using it as that. I probably, on my most recent hiking trip, was about around -5, was at the coldest, here in November, October. And it held up pretty well, That's probably the farthest I would take it, though. Anything past that, of course, everybody's different. I'm sure you could add a couple more layers under there. It is quite of a slim-fitting jacket, though, so I'm sure you would get quite your mobility, your range of motion would drop a little bit if you had a lot of layers. I found it to be also pretty resistant to tears and stuff like that. Again, on my most recent trip to the QE2 Wildlands, I found we did a lot of bushwhacking, get lost off trail, and I have to find our way back, and there's thorny bushes, and where my rain pants actually ripped, just a little cut, from a thorn or something, this jacket held up pretty nicely. This material is quite tough, quite durable. I feel like I couldn't, can't really give it a good rip, so that is a good positive. I find like the wear and tear on it is pretty good. Now I actually found it to be not too breathable, in the sense that when you have the zipper done all the way up, and I had this, you know, more rain jacket material on the inside, and I'm hiking and I have my 3 layers on, a lot of condensation would build up on the inside of the jacket, right, from my perspiration. So I'd find myself getting more, you know, I was wet on my second layer, and there's a moisture in there, and obviously moisture would just conduct the cold. So I found myself getting more cold having this layer on, trapping all the water in, and you know, a gust of wind would hit you or something like that. It's just -5 outside. Definitely wasn't a positive. I found wasn't too breathable. Now I definitely like wearing it like this a bit more of casual, you know. It's not as shiny, you're not standing out like a sore thumb. It doesn't have waterproof pockets, however. The pockets are open, so, you know, kind of you do whatever you will with that. They won't be keeping anything dry really in heavy rainfall, so I wouldn't recommend that. But yeah, overall, I would recommend it as a pretty good jacket for like a mid-level. The price is up there, you know, compared to other jackets on the market, but it does the job for whatever you need it for. There are also the Columbia, the titanium, their model. I think there's the platinum or the diamond. There is a higher tier jacket that is a little bit more heavy duty. Not reversible, I believe, though. So there's other things on the market, but for my use, for my day-to-day, you know, nothing too crazy. I found it to hold up, and then when I was on trips as well, it did help me out quite a bit. So would definitely recommend. I'd say I'm pretty dry still. As you can see, the shirt's still dry. We're good. I had my phone in the pocket there. I'm sure it's fine. So yeah, thank you for watching my review. Hope you have a great day, and see you in the next one.